Yes.
Oh yeah, Vietnam.
Well, half a day. There's a lot of hesitation there. We're not sure if we're starting yet. Half a day. Thank you so much, half a day, and welcome to the Office of the Governor on this beautiful Wednesday morning. My name is Crystal Paco San Agustin, Director of Communications, and we are delighted to have you here with us this morning to proclaim March 2025 as American Red Cross Month. And I just want to say the year is passing by before us. Before you know it, we're going to be at the Red Ball raising funds for this amazing purpose. But before we talk about that, I want to, of course, acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Joshua F. Tenorio, Lieutenant Governor. I also want to acknowledge First Gentleman Attorney Jeff Cook. He's wearing another hat today as a board member of the American Red Cross. From the 38th Guam Legislature, we have Senator Jessica Lujan, as well as Senator Joe San Agustin. Also from the Leon Guerrero Tenorio administration, our cabinet, we have Darren Burrier, Fire Chief, Guam Fire Department. From the American Red Cross, which is this room full of people, we are led by Chairman Marcus Fong. And if you're a board member, may you raise your hand? Let's see the board members for the American Red Cross. Our room at the table on this side. But also, I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge Cheetah Blaze, Chief Executive Officer for the American Red Cross Guam Chapter. We also have some off-island visitors with us this morning, and I do want to acknowledge their presence. Bernice Bain, Regional Disaster Officer. May you raise your hand? As well as Julie Greenlee, Director for Service to Armed Forces International. Welcome to the Office of the Governor. But also, most importantly, American Red Cross would be nothing without their volunteers. Can you raise your hand if you're a volunteer for the American Red Cross? Again, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're also live streaming this event on Governor's YouTube page. That's youtube.com/GovLuGuam. So you can view this later and share it with your family and friends. And now I want to give the floor to Marcus Fong, Chairman for the Red Cross Board, to tell us why we're all here today.
Yeah, their first meeting yesterday for 2 hours.
All right, good. Thank you, Crystal. She did a wonderful job of opening remarks. I don't know what I'm here really for. Happy Lieutenant Governor and senators and our fellow board members and volunteers. It was in 1943 that President Franklin Roosevelt proclaimed the first Red Cross Month to honor the vital work of the American Red Cross in supporting our soldiers during World War II. That proclamation marked the beginning of an annual tradition that celebrates the enduring spirit of service and compassion of this remarkable organization. And we're here today to bring this tradition home and to, more importantly, celebrate the work of our local chapter. At the heart of a Red Cross are the extraordinary volunteers, many of whom are here today, selfless individuals who donate their time, energy, and expertise to make a profound difference in our community. Whether it's responding to typhoons, comforting families displaced by disasters, or teaching preparedness classes, these heroes embody the spirit of service that defines the Red Cross. Their dedication ensures that our community remains strong and connected, even in the face of adversity. Today, we also have an opportunity to celebrate them and their invaluable contributions to that mission. I also want to highlight the partnership that the Red Cross has with the government of Guam, one that has been important in amplifying the impact of the Red Cross. Together, we've coordinated disaster preparedness initiatives, we've collaborated on emergency response plans, and worked to build a more resilient community. We're deeply grateful for the Leon Guerrero Tenorio administration for fostering that environment where Red Cross can thrive. And lastly, no matter how resilient a community is, we benefit from external support. And your local Red Cross chapter is supported by a whole organization of regional and national experts with resources that otherwise we would not have on our own. This network is an important behind-the-scenes part of our support system, and as demonstrated by our off-island guest today, Regional Disaster Officer Bernice Bain, thank you for joining us, and Director of Service to Armed Forces Julie Greenlee. Welcome to Guam. And thank you everyone for your endless support of the American Red Cross Guam chapter and Viva Red Cross Month.
Caesar's Mazi Marcus, but before I give the floor to our Lieutenant Governor, I do want to acknowledge the presence of Mr. and Mrs. Lukila, our Gold Star family members, who also happen to volunteer for American Red Cross. Let's give them a round of applause. And now I want to give the floor to our Lieutenant Governor, Josh Tenorio.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Welcome to Adelup, and what a great time to come together to showcase the remarkable contributions and the partnership that the chairman talked about that the island of Guam has with the American Red Cross. It is an anchor partnership, and really I feel that all the people of Guam really saw that strength of that partnership when Red Cross responded overwhelmingly to our needs during the recovery of Typhoon Mawar. That really was a remarkable response. The amount of the shelter assistance, the sustenance that was provided to our people and to our responders, it really provided stability, helped us in a time of need. And it also kind of showcased and showed how the long-term partnership and really, quite frankly, an investment in the partnership has paid off for the people of Guam. And I want to welcome the two ladies who have joined us. A lot of people don't realize that other than typhoons, as the chairman said, Red Cross is a bridge. And it's a bridge home sometimes to service members that are in need of getting updated, being found so that they can be aware of family challenges and tragedies that are affecting their homes wherever they are. And I say it's a bridge because they provide the support to get service members home so that they can be with their families, take care of their responsibilities, and be able to go back to wherever they are and focus on their job. That is, a lot of people don't understand, and they maybe underestimate the role that the Red Cross plays, including in the defense of our freedoms. And I want to say thank you for that. On a daily basis, though, we rely, including the government of Guam, first responder agencies, and training that we receive from the Red Cross, first aid and CPR training. I know countless numbers of law enforcement officers that receive the training from partnerships and that we have with the Red Cross. So it shows that even in everyday life, the Red Cross provides the assistance and the partnership and the stability that allows us to provide aid to our families every single day. So today we take a moment to reflect and to recognize a very remarkable chapter. I think the Guam chapter of the American Red Cross shines. Of course, I know the partner and sister chapters around the country do a good job, but I have to say that this remarkable board of volunteers and volunteers that are working day to day do a great job on this island. American Red Cross has a very good reputation of being very relevant and effective. And today our government gets to recognize that remarkable contribution and to call the attention of the people of Guam to why we celebrate having the American Red Cross here on our island. Sidus Masi and Viva Red Cross.
Viva. Thank you so much, LT. I now want to call to the podium for the reading of the proclamation your board secretary, Monica Duenas.
Good morning, everyone. I hereby read Proclamation number 2025-22, a proclamation of the Governor proclaiming March 2025 as American Red Cross Month. Whereas this month, our island joins the nationwide recognition of American Red Cross Month to highlight their ongoing mission to provide compassionate assistance to communities in need and celebrate all volunteers and staff who perpetuate the quest to be a beacon of hope in a time of crisis. Whereas for many years, the American Red Cross has been essential in our island community, responding to our needs in the aftermath of disasters, both big and small. Whereas our island is not immune to the disasters that face our world. When typhoons make landfall and floodwaters rise, the American Red Cross is ready to provide food, shelter, and emergency supplies. Whereas in the aftermath of disasters, Red Cross volunteers and selfless contributions of donors answered the call to help those heavily affected, making a life-saving difference in people's darkest hours. Whereas the last year, the chapter responded to 33 single-family home fires, supporting 1,257 military families under the Service to Armed Forces program, and trained 2,502 individuals on first aid, CPR, and other skills. And whereas, as we celebrate American Red Cross Month and the 109th anniversary, we are reminded of the many staff and volunteers who work tirelessly to support our island daily, most especially during times of crisis. We celebrate their contributions to rebuilding our island community throughout the years and highlight their ongoing efforts to stand ready to provide the necessary services to uplift the lives on Guam.
Now therefore, I, Joshua F. Tenorio, Segundo Magatlaking Guahan, Lieutenant Governor of Guam, hereby, together with Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Magahagan Guahan, Governor of Guam, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Organic Act of Guam as amended, do hereby proclaim March 2025 as American Red Cross Month. I further cause the Great Seal of Guam to be affixed here in the capital village of Hagåtña on this 12th day of March in the year of our Lord, Anno Domini 2025. And Viva Red Cross Month. Viva!
Thank you so much, Monica, and of course to our Lieutenant Governor for the signing of the proclamation. For her closing remarks, I think she's synonymous with American Red Cross Guam chapter here on Guam. Cheetah Blaze, Chief Executive Officer for the American Red Cross Guam chapter, will give you your closing remarks.
Thank you. I just saw Congress Delegate Robert Underwood there. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for allowing us to have this proclamation signing this morning with you. And of course, I'd like to acknowledge my chairman of the board, Marcos Pong, the board member that hired me, First Gentleman Jeff Cook. He always says that, like, I hired. And of course, Monica, our board secretary, Caroline Sablant, the Bank of Guam, Rob Marks, and our off-island visitors, Renee Bain and Julie Greenlee, our board member, Rose Grigno, our #1 volunteer, Dan Kogar, and there is my sidekick, Sandra Ramiro. Sandy has been with the American Red Cross for 42 years, right, Sandy? She started with the Red Cross when she was a teenager. And I'm so happy to see the Fire Chief Darren Berger, Senator Joe San Agustin, and Jesse Lujan. Did I miss anybody? Okay, and all of my volunteers, my dedicated volunteers, so hardworking. Without them, the chapter won't be able to accomplish the mission of providing assistance in times of disaster and alleviating suffering in times of emergencies. I'm not going to read my speech. But anyway, we are also thankful. And I think in the aftermath of Mawar, that was a shining moment for the American Red Cross, wasn't it? Yes, and we couldn't have done that without the government of Guam providing us with buses to enable the chapter to deliver hot meals to everybody around the island. To be exact, 179,000 hot meals. Yes, it was. And to think that the chapter is a small chapter, but we are mighty. We have, as of today, we have our community disaster program manager, Ed Lee, who brings a lot of experience with a nonprofit. He comes from American Cancer Society. Okay. And so that makes 4 of us. And of course, we have Leticia Borja. She is the Director for Service to Armed Forces in Guam. Sandra is my business operations specialist. Yeah, and I'm the troublemaker. So that makes 4 of us. That's the American Red Cross. We wear different hats, and we are very proud to be a part of these nonprofit organizations. And of course, without my dedicated, hardworking, hands-on board members, there's no way that the Red Cross, as small as it is, could raise the funds that we do to be able to support all of the projects that we have, the services, the lines of. So grateful to the volunteers, to my board members. One of the things that we did recently, and this is like a commitment to the community, is to refurbish our building that is like very old, and it's part of a historical society, and we can only refurbish indoors and not outdoors. But we changed the windows, we changed the doors. Now we have a state of cutting edge security lock, so it's like entering the Pentagon. so I mean, it's a long time coming. We really need that. So we're so happy, and I'm so proud to have with us today Mr. Raj. He is the president of Renov 8, and he was the one responsible for the beautiful refurbishment of the American Red Cross. And the American Red Cross is celebrating, we are celebrating Red Cross Month this month, but we are also celebrating our 109 years. And we are very proud of that track record, really. So with that, I just want to acknowledge everybody for your support, because without your support, you're not going to have the Guam local Guam chapter as vibrant as it is. So we are grateful to the community and grateful to our volunteers. And as we celebrate Red Cross Month, we look forward to long cooperation and dedication to the mission of the American Red Cross. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cheetah, and that will conclude today's event. I do want to invite everyone in the room to join us in the front for a group photo and to have a great week ahead. Also, just wanted to plug Governor's State of the Island Address, or 2025 State of the Island Address, is this evening at 6 p.m. at the Guam Legislature. You're welcome to view it live on the Legislature's YouTube channel or on PBS KGTF Channel 12. Again, thank you so much, and be